Greeting and hello to all that may be seeing this. This is another extra. I have been busy working on a project in this world lately, and I want to save it for a little after I dig into the Twilight Forest segment of this, which is coming up extremely soon. I have 2 episodes still on edit that I'm working on, which are a Nether adventure and a Toxic Cave adventure since episode 7 ended with the Toxic Caves. In the meantime, I've been busy with this project that I really like to get done within this survival world, and then get to editing. So while those are in the works, another cave compendium reading is here for the magnetic caves. Specifically looking at my weapons over here. And yes, I have updated my skin. I want to try for a higher quality look. Let us begin. The first cave, the magnetic caves. The magnetic caves can be characterized by gigantic neodymium crystals emerging from a terrain composed of galena and iron-rich stone. These crystals are where this cave gets its name from, and they come in 2 varieties, scarlet neodymium and azure neodymium. Scarlet neodymium attracts all metallic objects such as iron and netherite, whereas azure repels them. It is still unknown how or why this biome has neodymium in vast quantities, although it has not been without effect on the local area. Numerous beings have adapted to this place and called it home, and the caves are littered with odd mining bases created with the purpose of extracting as many minerals from this place as possible. Due to the effects of magnetism on iron and netherite equipment, it is best to explore the magnetic caves using non-magnetic armor and tools, although there are some positives to using metal boots. If worn, they can allow the wearer to walk on any surface of a scarlet neodymium block, including the sides and underneath. The neodymium is not the only resource worth journeying here, for these caves are rich in iron, and the galena they are made from also has its use. Amongst the crystals of the magnetic caves, Tesla bulbs can also be found. These volatile blocks may look pretty, but their lightning can zap anything that walks near. They can also explode if broken or hit with a projectile. The magnetic caves can take a strange shape of floating galena clusters with a cave itself, or within a cave itself, held up entirely by the latent magnetic powers of the biome. This can make them difficult, albeit interesting, to traverse. Resources. Galena is a type of stone with a significant iron composition. It can be crafted into numerous kinds of bricks, pillars, and other blocks, and packed galena. The packed galena can then be smelted to produce a single nugget of iron. Although this requires a great deal of galena to create a single ingot of iron, it exists in such vast quantities in this cave biome that, making it a good alternative to seek out iron ore. Far more valuable of a resource than galena is neodymium, though. The raw form of both scarlet and azure neodymium can be obtained by breaking both pillars and nodes that make up the giant crystals of this biome. These can be crafted back into the nodes or used to make neodymium ingots. Neodymium ingots have many uses. The azure neodymium ingot can be used to create magnetic levitation rails, which lift any minecarts that rolls over them into the air and moves it faster than any normal rail. The scarlet neodymium ingot crafted into creates seeking arrows, which will curve towards any nearby entity they fly past. Neodymium has other powerful uses, but most of these require the remains of powerful beings. The inhabits. We'll start from weakest. Noder. 6 HP. Does not attack. The Noder is a strange, hovering, passive creature found in the magnetic caves. Although it cannot attack, they are definitely nuisances in their own right, as Noders will attempt to scan any foreign beings nearby. Noters will use these scans to build a hologram in order to report back to monsters in this biome about possible invaders. Any monster witnessing these holograms will instantly know where to focus its aggressive energy on. When killed, Noters can drop a note or gizmo, the source of their holographic abilities. Boundroid. 20 health, 5 damage, 20 armor. I did not know it had 20 armor, that's why they're so tough. What appears to be one creature is actually a mechanical being composed of two separate parts: a head and a walking winch bound by a chain. This composite creature is known as the Boundroid. Of all the denizens of the magnetic caves, the Boundroid is the one most likely to sneak up on its hapless prey. This being is usually found clinging to the ceiling of subterranean biome, with its head dragging below on a chain. If a target is spotted, the Boundroid will attempt to clamber above the target's position and quickly slam down to the ground to deal damage. This attack is strong, but does leave the Boundroid open to attack. If the winch of the Boundroid is shot while it is on the ceiling, the whole composite creature will fall to the ground, shaking in fear. However, it will quickly attempt to leap back up onto the ceiling. When slain, the Boundroid drops a few of its chains and a heavy weight. Teletor. 18 health but 2 damage base. Damage varies based on the tool they have. Meditating over the floor of the magnetic caves is the Teletor, Galena-covered beings of dubious origin. Although they may seem calm and collected while doing this, Teletors are extremely hostile. Above their large magnetic heads usually rests an iron tool of some kind. This tool is their main weapon, and they can move it back and forth to deal continuous ranged damage. These tools can be anything from a weak iron hoe to an enchanted iron sword. Using their magnetic meditation powers, Teletor also have the latent ability to fly, although only at slow speeds. They can strafe in the air while attacking, making them a danger to any explorers of the magnetic caves. If slain, a Teletor can drop a telecore with some scarlet or azure neodymium. This makes them a renewable source of these precious minerals, although this comes at a cost. Ferroslime. 10 HP per head and 2 damage per head. What first appears to be an innocuous slime in the magnetic caves is actually a ferroslime, a variant of slime that has adapted to this biome's natural ferromagnetic properties. Due to this, the ferroslime is able to levitate to get around, although it can only move in straight lines on the cardinal axis. Unlike other slimes that simply split when slain, the ferroslime is able to merge with outer ferroslimes in order to grow in size and strength. The more heads inside the ferroslime, the harder it will be to defeat. Once slain, ferroslime will split into smaller versions of themselves. They will also drop a ferroslime ball at the smallest size. And last but not least, the main being in the picture, the Magnetron. 30 HP to 100. I have never seen these things with anything other than 80. 2 damage. Base. With 6 defense. The Magnetron is an uncommon, powerful being encountered in the magnetic caves. This monster was once a machine created to help extract resources from this place, although the fate of its makers are unknown. Magnetrons keep a deceptive low profile before initiating combat, slowly rolling around on their central heart. However, if an intruder is detected, the Magnetron will begin to form a giant body around itself using nearby blocks. The electromagnetic properties of this monster are fully visible during this process as lightning arcs between each block making up its body. The blocks that make up its new body are important. Magnetrons will favor magnetic blocks over inert ones. If a sawmill or anvil is nearby, these will be incorporated into the body as weapons and increase the damage dealt by the monster. Once defeated, the Magnetron will fall apart and its many blocks will disperse, but what is but will also fall down as a block is its heart of iron. That's the inhabits. Last but not least, the utilities. From neodymium ingots, both azure and scarlet magnets can be crafted. These magnets are very powerful, as azure ones can move magnetic blocks away from them, and scarlet ones can attract magnetic blocks to them. A magnet can move up to 27 adjacent blocks at a time, provided they have enough clearance and are all either metallic or connected to metallic blocks by a slime block. These magnets have limited range of usually only a few blocks. This can be incremented by one using the respective neodymium ingot on the block and decreasing by using the opposite ingot. The telecore obtained from a teletor can be used to create new Tesla bowls by combining it with energized galena. It can also be used to create a very powerful tool known as the galena gauntlet. The galena gauntlet can be used in the offhand, while a magnetic tool such as one made of iron or netherite is held in the main hand. When used, it will launch the tool forward up to around 20 blocks in distance. From here, the tool will damage any entity it is rammed into or begin to mine any block if it's the matching kind for the tool. The gauntlet will slowly lose durability during use, but can be repaired with a telecore. Aside from being used to make the galena gauntlet, ferro slime balls can be used to make metal swarf, which can then in turn be smelted into scrap metal. It can also be used to brew a potion of magnetizing, which renders the inflicted with the ability to be pushed or pulled by magnetic forces without wearing metal armor. Noder gizmos can be combined with a telecore and an azure neodymium ingot to make a hollow coder. This hollow coder can be bound to any entity by using it on them. When placed in a hologram projector, a hologram of the bound entity will be displayed. If the hollow coder is unbound, then the user of the hollow coder will be shown instead. Noder gizmos can also be combined with an iron ingot to create 4 magnetic lights. The heavy weight obtained from bound droids can be used to create a magnetic quarry smash. This device is only useful when combined with 4 magnetic lights and the magnetic quarry itself. When a magnetic quarry is placed, the bounds of the area to be automatically mined out by it can be marked by creating a rectangle with 4 magnetic lights behind the magnetic quarry block. Once lightning is seen darting between all 4 lights, the quarry smasher can be placed inside these bounds to activate the quarry. The quarry will continue to mine out any breakable blocks underneath this designated area, and once smashed, these blocks drops will be sent flying out of the top of the main magnetic quarry block. Once there are no more blocks to mine, the quarry will become dormant. The magnetron's heart of iron has one more remaining use, too. It can be crafted into a resistor shield. The resistor shield can be used as an ordinary shield, except that it creates a magnetic pulse while used that damages nearby foes. The polarity of this pulse can be switched by using the shield and sneaking at the same time. If the azure side is used, the pulse will repel afflicted entities, and if the scarlet side is used, it will pull them closer. And that is the entirety of the magnetic caves in the cave Compendium. I hope y'all liked it. I shall be back soon with more modded Minecraft. But again, I am working on a big project in this world that is taking a lot of time. I will give the keyword hint that I have been in and out of the nether and leveling a desert's field for this. I will not give any more info though, as I'd like to save this for the next time. I have a big plan ahead that I would like to keep secret for now. Till then, like if you want more extras, and let me know if there's anything I can change about what I'm doing with modded Minecraft. Peace.